Cavs signed Danny Green shortly before the All-Star break. He's played on 3 NBA championship teams. This is what he said the games after the All-Star break mean and what he needs to see from this young team.
Limiting our mistakes. So right now we're just tuning up, ramping up, and trying to get in a nice little groove, nice little rhythm. But because a lot of these guys don't have it, my job here is to try to give them the best I can of what a playoff-like atmosphere will be like. So that a lot of them don't have that experience, have playoff experience. So we're trying to prepare them for it individually, for myself, and as a group of just holding each other accountable.
Speaking of that experience, what do you feel like separates the good playoff teams from the great playoff teams, specifically in this post-All-Star stretch?
Discipline. The team that executes the most for the longer part of the game, for the most minutes of the game, is usually the team that wins. Regardless of your experience or not, I feel like this team, they're very smart, high IQ, disciplined team. If we can stay consistent with that and work really hard and execute, I think we give ourselves a chance against anybody.
Sam, Danny Green has instant credibility because of those 3 championships. So he has the attention of his teammates, I'm sure.
Yeah, very much a coach on the floor kind of guy who's been there, done that before. And it was 3 different teams that he's won titles with, which really shows how much he's experienced, playing with Tim Duncan, playing with LeBron James, playing with Kawhi Leonard, with the Raptors when they won a title. So he's really, not only is he a guy who's been on championship teams, but he's experienced a lot, played with a lot of really big names, and, comes to kind of almost as that guy who they can respect and admire because he has those rings, whereas guys like Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, they haven't been to the playoffs. Jared Allen's been once with the Nets a couple years ago. And Donovan Mitchell has that playoff experience but has never won a championship. So when you look at their core, the Cavs core, bringing in somebody who's won a championship really counts for a lot. And I think once Danny Green gets his legs under him, he's going to be able to provide more than leadership. He could hit a couple of threes. And you know what? It may only be a couple of threes a game, but when you're in the playoffs, one timely three can be a big deal. And he has hit those before, and that could be a very underrated addition across the NBA this year. Just getting that veteran guy who still has something left and can make shots and is an influence on the younger players on the team.